I think I'm good. Okay. It wasn't where, I don't know. It just popped up. It wasn't where it's
Wi-Fi takes so long
to register.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs.
Oh, you guys can already hear me. Welcome. Oh, that's loud. Alright, that should be good. Welcome back to historic Demashi Field as playoffs are on the line here. Laws can get in with a win tonight against Amsterdam and a Mohawk Valley loss, but if the Laws lose and Amsterdam wins, then the Laws are done and miss the playoffs by half a game. I mean, big implications. Pretty solid crowd here tonight as the last home game of the season with, I mean, big playoff implications on the line. But another scenario is if both teams lose tonight, as in Mohawk Valley and the Outlaws, the guys would have to win in Boonville, and they would get the last playoff spot. So it kind of sucks having a lot of these games canceled.
Welcome to historic Demaski Field for this evening's Oneonta
Currently,
Outlaws
Asa
game.
Dugan on the mound for the loss tonight, and Acker will be on the mound for Amsterdam. I'll be right back. Lead off the top of the first will be Andrew Hollub, the third baseman, batting .778 this season.
Second baseman from St. John. Excuse me, the third baseman from North Alabama, number 31, Andrew Halab.
So Laws have a very biggest game of the season so far in game number 37. High fastball race, and we kick off. First pitch, 7:07 p.m. That'll be ball one. Fastball there for ball two. Ace with a 5.47 ERA this year. 2-1 record with 9 appearances. Asa through the other day against Utica got shelled a little bit and popped up. Potential play for Fabio. Not going to be able to make the play, so Cal go 2-1. Halab, the third baseman, batted .778. Only threw a few at bats though. In 9 at bats, he has 7 hits, 3 doubles, and a bomb. So another guy that's came out late for Amsterdam. Hop down, that'll go foul. That'll go in the first base side bleachers. Again, Amsterdam already clinched the #1 overall seed for both leagues, so if they make it to the chip, and they'll be home field advantage. That's line down to left. That ball is foul ball. That was crushed off the bat of Andrew Halob. So Ace will catch a break on the first at bat of the game. That one almost went near the pond. So Cal will go 2-2. I mean, that's a very loud and long foul ball on the first batter of the game. So Ace is going to have to reel it back in here. He fires. And so, I mean, line over the head of Augie Maslow. Now going to center around. That'll be a leadoff single for Andrew Halab.
The extra hitter from Auburn, number 6, Taylor Belza.
So it'll ring up Taylor Belza, the Auburn product, batting .342. The lowest batting average in the entire lineup tonight for Amsterdam's currently batting .313, which, I mean, that would be an excellent hitter on this Outlaws roster right now. Just shows how star-studded this Amsterdam team is. There's already guys walking down to the bullpen, so Keaton Mark not messing around. That's curveball in there for strike one. Again, this is a game you gotta win. I mean, if you lose tonight and Amsterdam and Mohawk Valley wins, it's all over. So, I mean, season has been great so far. A lot of games that they should have won, but it's a little chopper behind Augie. Augie gonna make the grab. Augie Maslow with a great diving play saves the second hit from occurring. So great play from Augie Maslow.
Number 35, Robert Mello.
Interesting first out of this game, but Augie Maslow showing off the glove here in the first. So one down here. I'll bring up Robert Mello, first baseman, been .430 this year. Another lefty right after Belza. Curveball in there for ball one. Again, Mello been .430. Has 7 bombs this season. So another almost as much as the entire Outlaws roster. Curveball dives in there for strike one. Again, Asa Dugan from Russell Sage College. Graduated from Morris High School about 20 minutes from here. So another local guy, another guys like Nolan Stark, Bruce Missler, Blake Fortunato, all around this area. Asa throws over, but not able to get Andrew Halob out. Curveball does not clip the zone, so count goes 2-1. Robert Mello from West Point, so another Division I guy right out in front of Asa. As Asa's 2-1, swung on and missed. Fastball high gets Mello chasing. Asa trying to turn in a quality starter, a win here, in a much-needed win or game. And actually, might as well pull up the PGCBL scoreboard, as we're going to be looking at that all night long. Seeing how Amsterdam, excuse me, it's lined out there in the right, chasing Duffy back. He'll make the grab. So 2 down here. Some very loud outs here, but
Up next for the
it's getting the
Mohawks,
job
center
done.
fielder
As
from
2 down
Stetson,
here,
number
run around
8, Andrew
first.
Azell.
The Stetson product, Andrew Azell, the center fielder, band 451. And Saugerties is already up 3-0 on Mohawk Valley, so that's good to hear for Laws Nation. Probably ball 1. Again, as I just said, Saugerties currently up 3-0. Asa curveball high for ball 2. So again, Saugerties being up 3-0 early. Good sign for Oneonta. Asa checking Halobe at first. Currently Chris Batios now in the pen. Curveball high, so 3 straight curveballs, but nowhere near the zone on any. Asa trying to throw a strike here, get back in this count. That's going to be ball 4 to Andrew Zell, and I mean, can't really pitch around to anybody. The lowest batting average is 313. That's Brady Mills. So, I mean, no really room for error. Now it's 5-0 Saugerties. So, Saugerties now up 5-0 on Mohawk Valley. And that'll be curveball just missed for ball 1. Just thought that clipped the zone, but did not. Asa, fastball high for ball 2. So now Asa's throwing 6 straight balls, and now Matt Mayer's going to have a chat with him. So the chat's over. Count is 2-0 to Evan Taylor, the Alabama product. So another SEC guy in this stacked Amsterdam lineup. Asa trying to throw a 0 up there. That's popped up. Should be playable for Strand or Maslow. Maslow's going to make the grab. So after the leadoff hit, Laws get out of it. No runs. We'll be right back. So we're going to kick off this bottom of the first with Chaz Wright, who has been swinging an insanely hot bat.
Number 24, Chaz Wright.
So Mohawk Valley will tack one on, make the score 5-1 on a sac fly from Jake Hardy. Again, Chaz Wright banged .419 this summer. Only through a small sample size, just came about right after the 4th of July. That'll be high fastball sailing to the backstop for ball 1. Again, Chaz playing second tonight, banged .419 on the summer. Very scorching hot bat, a very singles and slap hitter type of guy. Reminds me a lot of Luis Arraez. This count goes 1-1 after that fastball from Ackert. Kyler Ackert currently has an 8.84 ERA through 7 appearances. Currently 1-0 though. He's gotten knocked around a little bit, but now he's slider on the outer zone for strike 2. Ackert, high fastball for ball 2. Ackert, low slider for ball 3. So count is full to Chaz with Vincent Duffy waiting on deck, the right fielder. Ackert, high fastball, so that'll be ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Laws, and Chaz Wright continues to stay hot. Now I'll bring up Vincent Duffy. Duffy currently falling off a little bit, but still maintaining a .350 batting average. So Ackert will now work out of the stretch with Chaz Wright on base. Duffy takes fastball for strike 1. I will make a comment about the guy that just commented. We are sorry about the buffering. It's kind of just, we can't really do anything about it. And Daniel Thome, we have yet to see him a catcher this year as an Outlaw. And I didn't even know he was a catcher until the day of. So I apologize if I upset anybody, but I just have not seen him a catcher. This counts 0-2 to Duffy. And Chaz going to have to retreat back to first after Ackert throws over. Duffy from Seton Hall. Again, one of the more well-known colleges here on this Outlaws roster. That's high fastball for ball 1. Almost nailed Duffy right in the head. Duffy had a breakout game yesterday, going 4 for 6 at the double and a homer and a pummeling of Boonville. Score was 19-5 after 8. Again, Boonville has not fared well against Oneonta this year. Boonville, in the last 3 games, have allowed into the 50-60 run area. That's punch out number 1 for Kyler Ackert. So 1 down here. Now bring up Daniel Thome, the DH. Thome DHing has the highest qualified batting average on the entire team at .378. Thome was in DH much. He's been playing second and has 1 game at catcher. Slider curves in there for strike 1. Acker, slider, and Tome holds up for ball 1. And their score check. Mohawk Valley is home against Saugerties. Mohawk Valley with a win and an Outlaws loss would clinch after their slide that they had. They had lost 9 straight at a point, letting the Outlaws back into the playoff race. I mean, a few weeks ago it seemed like the Outlaws were going to be done pretty early. And that will be a foul ball. It's home. Check swing, so count will go 2-2 on Daniel Tome, the third, with PJ Strain waiting on deck. Acker, high fastball, so that's going to advance Chaz Wright on the wild pitch. So now a runner in scoring position for Daniel Tome. And count will go full. Acker looking at Chaz at second. Fires. Slider outside, so runners are going to be on first and second. Now 2 walks.
Put your hands together for the left fielder from Mass.
This inning from Kyler Acker. No, I love the comment. You know, the only reason I said inexperienced, he does not have caught with, you know, the guys like Matt Mayer and Fabio, normally the catchers, and Duffy. I didn't even know. I just thought Tome was an infielder guy. You know, he'd not gotten a lot of work with the pitchers this season. So Chaz and Tome on base with the big guy PJ Strand up, the left fielder. Strand will chopper. Knock me up. And that's going to be an error on the infield. So the base is going to be loaded for Fabio Marquez. So Fabio Marquez, big chance here to get up early on Amsterdam. But we know Amsterdam can crawl back in these games. Laws have blown 2 against them this year in the later innings, which if they hang on to one of those games, we'd not be in the predicament currently that we're in. But Fabio, big chance to take the lead here early. Fabio, that's way chasing. They're not normal Fabio to chase. No, Fabio has one of the best eyes on the entire team alongside guys like Chaz, Daniel Tome. I mean, they walk a good chunk of the time. Acker, that's going to be line foul. So great swing off the bat of Fabio, but it will not stay fair. So Fabio trying to get the Laws up here early. Again, guys, Saugerties up 5-1 on Mohawk Valley. They're in the 4th already. They start around 6:30, 6:45. Fabio chases slider for strike 3, so Acker has 2 Ks here. So Matt Mayer, the SUNY Brockport product, will step in. Matt Mayer trying to give the Laws a lead here early in the 1st. 2 down, bases are loaded against Kyler Acker. Will be high fastball for ball 1. Mayer had to dip out the way. Again, Amsterdam would whoever makes playoffs, either us or Mohawk Valley, will face Amsterdam at Amsterdam, which is a very hard place to go play in, especially come playoff time. Little chopper. That's going to be an error on the infield. That's going to plate 2. So 2 runs early gives the Outlaws a 2-0 lead. So Laws are up early. So runners are going to be on second and third after the error from Andrew Holob. After Robert Mello could not pick it, so Ackert now, you know, it's very odd to see 2 errors off of the Amsterdam defense. I mean, they've been the best defensive team all year. Rao swings right through that one for strike 1. Rao's bat is starting to come alive here the last few weeks of July. Rao's been starting to play more of the field, and he's been hitting the ball overall very well. Acker, fastball, and Rao will foul it back, so counts early, 0-2 on Rao, with Alex Venezia on deck. No Colton Penner, so Venezia is going to see a lot more playing time. Colton Penner went home. I mean, another guy that can play first is Chaz Wright, but I've not seen him play that at all this year. Really, the first basemen have been Penner and Venezia. Only 27 guys will be on the roster, impending Xander Johnson, who is the brother to Braden Johnson. Xander's had a very good year out in Green Wave. Yeah, Xander, again, the younger brother. Also committed to Cornell. I mean, he's been a stud for Unitigo for multiple years at this point. Stroud will swing right through, but ball is dropped. They'll make the play, but the Outlaws plate 2.
The Outlaws, that's 2 runs, no hits, and 2 errors.
After the error of Hello. We'll be right back, leading off the top of the second. We're going to lead off this top of the second, excuse me.
Leading off the inning for the Mohawks, the right fielder from St.
Jordan
John,
Perry.
number 20, Jordan Perry.
Jordan Perry batting .366, playing right tonight. Laws up 2-0 currently. So that'll be strike 1 swinging on Perry. No score update out in Saugerties. Currently bottom of the 4th, 5-1. That was swinging right through that as Perry, so count as 0-2. Laws gave a bit of run support to Asa after the 2 crucial errors back in the first. And gave the Outlaws 2 runs. Old chopper. Asa hustling off. Needs to be safe at first. So that'll be an infield single for Jordan Perry. Second hit of the night for Amsterdam.
Hitter from Wake Forest, number 0, Tyler Figueroa.
Tyler Figueroa will step in. Figgy, the designated hitter tonight, batting .329. And pretty solid crowd here tonight. Fan night, last game of the season, last home game of the season, excuse me. I mean, this game does dictate a lot. Dictates between whatever team goes home. That's going to get by Matt Mayer, so don't know what they're going to score. That could be a pass ball, but now runners be on second. Cal be 1-0, and now a runner in scoring position for Tyler Figueroa. Ace fastball outside for ball 2. Again, the pen's already getting warm. Seems Chris Batios will be warmed up down there. Not trying to take any chances. And in a game like this, you gotta throw your best. That'll be curveball for ball 3 with James Houghton waiting on deck. Asa needs a strike here. That's popped up on the infield, so swinging 3-0 Venezia will make the grab, so 1 down here. Swinging 3-0 was not the best idea for Tyler Figueroa.
Rhode Island, number 15, James Houghton.
James Houghton now up for Amsterdam. Believe he just transferred somewhere. I cannot remember where. I know he was at Rhode Island. He did change teams. It might be Texas Christian University and TCU, and that's strike 1. So that deadly curveball starting to come more alive here. From Asa. Asa, that's line. That's going to get by, so that's going to complete the first run unless Duffy rock it home, not going to have a chance. So that'll be a RBI single for James Houghton. Score is now 2-1, still Outlaws.
For William and Mary, number 28, Brady Mills.
I'll bring up the catcher, Brady Mills. Now the team's going to have a talk, and Ace is already done. So, not even through the order, and Ace is done for the night. And Chris Batios will step in, trying to protect this lead. And we'll be right back after this. We're back here. Chris Batios be on the bump here from St. John's. Only seen him a handful of times here at home. I think only once, actually. So Ace is done after an inning and a third. Even up 1 run, 3 hits. So it's going to be pretty tight here. A lot of arms are gonna be needed. Guys like Brady McNamee are gonna have to throw after yesterday. Guys like Will Howard are gonna have to throw. McNamee did just receive. He is a top 3 ERA in all of the PGCBL qualified at 3.89. So congrats to Brady McNamee. McNamee's about to stud at home all year. Batios, fastball right by Mills. So Cal go 0-1 on Brady Mills, the catcher. Batios from St. John's. That's line. That's going to be a foul ball. Just slightly foul, so Cal go 0-2 on the catcher. Brady Mills from William and Mary. Batios long wait. Trying to get the sign from Matt Mayer. With Houghton very far off first. Batios. Slider way in the dirt. That's going to get by Matt Mayer. So that'll be a... Don't know what they're going to score that. But the Cal go 1-2. And Houghton will take second. Amsterdam leads the entire PGCBL with almost 70 home runs. Which is just a crazy, absurd number. Means you're almost hitting 2 bombs a game for how many they've played. They've played 39. I mean, it's a little less than 2 homers a game, but I mean, they are hitting an absurd amount. Batios not a long hold. Fires. That's right by Brady Mills. So first out here, Damashki for Batios is a K on Brady Mills.
Shortstop from Miami-Dade College, number 5, Raul Rodriguez.
And from Miami-Dade College, Raul Rodriguez, a shortstop, banked 467, but in also another short sample size. Raul trying to tie this game up with a base hit for Amsterdam here. Slider inside for ball 1 from Batios. Again, second time seeing Batios at home. Saugerty's still up 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Excuse me, now top 5. It's outside Batios. That's going to hit off of Houghton. So Cal go 2-0 after Mayer fired down there, but unable to make a throw. Again, kind of got to be really big fans of Saugerty's here tonight if you're an Outlaws fan. But also, the Laws got to take care of business. I mean, Keene's got to be certainly aware of the score out in. Keene's got to be very aware of the score in Saugerties. Because I thought they were at Saugerties. And I see Braden McNamee currently warming up. So Batios could also be another guy that's an inning and done. But a lot of guys have left. So you don't got a lot. Like guys like Tyler Cianco, Patrick Ventimilla. I'm trying to remember the other guy that left. A few other guys like Gus Simon, Colin Penner, Stephen Clark. Guys that are great for the middle of the order have left, so guys have not been getting a lot of playing time. We'll see playing time here this next week. That's ball 4. I thought that thing was right down the middle.
Top of the order for the third baseman from North Alabama, number 31, Andrew Halab.
So Andrew Halab almost hit a leadoff homer out into the pond, but just went foul. So Halab's going to try to give Amsterdam the lead or a tie here. Slider in the dirt. Great block by Matt Mayer to keep that one in front of him. So count go 1-0 on Andrew Halab. Again, currently have the scoreboard just up in Saugerties. Count is 2-0 to Andrew Halab. Currently batting .778 as an outlaw so far. Or not outlaw. That's ripped into center. And that's going to at least score 1. That's going to score 2. So great swing off for Andrew Halab. He's going to try for 3. And he's going to retreat back to second. That'll be a 2 RBI double off the bat of Andrew Halab.
The extra hitter from Auburn, number 6, Taylor Belza.
That's going to clear the bases. Taylor Belza will step in, trying to keep it going as count goes 0-1 on him. Batios, chopper, that's going to get down the line. That's going to plate another. So the score will be 4-2. As now Batios starting to get hammered a little bit.
Pinch hitting for the Mohawks from Alabama, number 26, Zach Johnson.
Zach Johnson will 7 for Robert Mello. So now Amsterdam with a 4-2 lead. Amsterdam with their own 4 spot. Batios slider outside for ball 1. Slider in there for strike 1. And the now pinch hitting for Robert Mello, Zach Johnson. Slider, great pick, and Mayer not being able to throw out. He caught Taylor Belza up, but did not. High fastball. Count will go 3-1. On Zach Johnson, the Alabama product. Braden McNamee currently warming up down in the pen. So Battiel's might most likely be done after this. Now he's strike two right down the middle to Zach Johnson. So counts full to Zach Johnson. See as Belza bouncing off plate. That's going to get over the head. Mazzo make the grab, so inning is over, but the Mohawks put up 4. And now have a 2-run lead as we head to the bottom of the second here at Damashki.
Show us your moves.
We're back here at Damashki. Bad guys are up 2. The score is 4-2. Amsterdam. Alex Venezia leading off here. Venezia currently batting 179 on the year. He's going to probably be the overall first baseman for the rest of the year after Colin Penner is left.
That was your boy, right? Yeah. Thought so.
Ackert, high fastball. Ackert's still out there after having the no-hit inning, but still giving up 2 runs on the 2 errors from Halobe and I believe just Halobe. Little chopper, that's going to be up the middle for Alex Venezia, so another lead-off base runner. Venezia trying to get this bat hot before the potential playoff run. Augie Maslow. What's up, Augie? Augie, a great player, great infielder, and a great overall player and guy. Slider in there for strike one. Tries to bunt, but unable to. This count goes 0-1 on Augie. Ackert, slider away for ball one. Getting decent crowd here tonight for the Outlaws. Outlaws potentially can clinch the playoffs, and he just walked by me, so I gotta say it. Follow Mark, our lovely photographer at mtmedia.one. That's a little flare out on the right. That's gonna be caught by the right fielder, Jordan Perry. So great little jumping grab for the first out. Now bring up Chaz Wright, who's swung a very hot bat. Chaz Wright has been a stud this season in his short sample amount of 32 at-bats now, 11 hits. Chaz takes inside slider for ball one. And Chaz from St. John's University. On the bottom of the fifth, still Saugerties 5, Mohawk Valley 1. So Saugerties still up. You know, need that. It's a big game for us at least. And Mohawk Valley. Chaz trying to get this lead back after Amsterdam put up a 4-spot last inning. Chaz takes fastball outside for ball 3, so counts 3-0 to Chaz with Vincent Duffy waiting on deck. Chaz takes Cutter in there for strike one. And very nice night here to play baseball. About 70 degrees, no wind. So, I mean that's ideal baseball temperatures, especially in a game or night like this. Slider, that means strike two outside. So Chaz thought he drew ball 4, but he'll take another hack at it. So now Acker getting a bit of a lifeline here. That'll be ball 4, so ball don't lie. So that'll be another walk for Chaz Wright. I mean, Chaz just continues to impress me. I mean, he's just been a great player. Great walker. I mean, he has one of the best eyes on the entire team. Even in that small sample size of 32 or now 33 at bats. Chaz just kind of been the guy. Now Vincent Duffy. Ackert. Slider in the dirt for ball one. After Duffy holds up. Again, the Laws have played fewer games than Mohawk Valley, hence why win percentage is going to mean a lot. Mohawk Valley will finish with 41 games. The Owls will finish with 38. So we'll file, and that'll go out of play. So Cal go 1-1 on the right fielder, Vincent Duffy. That's a line down to left. That's me a little flare off the end of the bat, so 2 down here. sounded great off the bat.
Strutting up next, the designated hitter from the Union.
So 2 down here, and the designated hitter, Daniel Tome. So Daniel Tome gonna try to get this lead back. One swing can do that. Fastball right down the middle for a strike of 1. Again, still 5-1, top 6 in Saugerties. Daniel Tome takes slider inside at the feet for ball 1. Daniel Tome from Mount Union alongside Logan Ellis, who also from Mount Union, hasn't pitched in a little while. About a week or two, which, you know, it's kind of long for a guy like him on this roster. That's high fastball for ball 2, so a little bit of control issues for Kyler Ackert here after giving up the 2 runs in the first. Ackert, slider low for ball 2, or ball 3, excuse me. So Cal will go 3-1 on Daniel Tome in the third. Ackert looking at Venezi on second. Fires to Tome. Tome will chopper right off the pull for strike 2. Now 3-2, so you're going to see Chaz Venezi in motion. Ackert fires. Slider in there for strike 3, so another questionable call.
Outlaws, that's no
Rings
run.
up Daniel Tome. So that'll be 3 outs here in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. Still 4-2 Amsterdam. We lead off the top of the third. Chris Bazzio still out on the mound.
Leading off the top of the third for Amsterdam, the center fielder.
And that'll
from
be
Texas,
Andrew
number
Azell
8,
walking to the
Andrew
plate. Andrew Azell still in the game, unlike Robert Mello, who I don't know why he left. Mello was in at first, and then Zach Johnson took over as Saugerties, now giving up a run. Score is 5-2, but, you know, still a 3. So count is 0-0 to Andrew Zell, the center fielder, as arguably the highest, I think it is the highest qualified average on the entire team. That's right to Maslow. Make the play. Venezia makes the grass, so 1 pitch, 1 out. Oh, great play from Venezia. Or not Venezia, excuse me. Maslow to Venezia. Trying to get Batios back on track.
Fielder from Alabama, number 3, Evan Taylor.
Evan Taylor, the Alabama product, batted .439 this year. Has killed us a few times this year, and look, I'm not seeing playing who killed us. Last time was Gabriel Rivera, who had a towering shot to center. Hit that ball at least 440 feet. Like, I mean, I've never seen anything like it at this field. Now, Mohawk Valley making noise in the 6th. 5-3, still Saugerties. Fastball in there for strike 1 from Batios. Swung on, missed by Evan Taylor, so count go 0-2. Now they slide her away to Evan Taylor. No, what's up, British Shrimp? I gotta give you a shout out. I mean, you were in the last stream against Utica. I'm assuming you are from Utica. Hope you're having a great day. Fastball high for ball 3, so counts full, 1 down here. Batios is 3-2. That's lined right up the middle. Almost taking off Batios' head. That'll be a base hit for Evan Taylor.
Moving his way to the plate, the right fielder from St. John Fisher, number 20, Jordan Perry.
So Jordan Perry. Jordan Perry will step in, trying to give the Mohawks bigger lead, and that's a broken bat. That's going to get by the glove of Algie Maslow. So I'll go sailing into center. Runners on the corners. Not ideal. The bat completely shattered. So Tyler Figueroa will step in, trying to give the Amsterdam Mohawks with a base hit a 3-run lead. High fastball, so Batio starting to lose a little bit here. But after Ace only going an inning and a third, seems like Jimmy Stroline warming up down the bullpen. Stroline has been throwing much, excuse me. So, another guy that could be in play here to come in and try and finish this. We'll line it right back to Houghton. Or Cal go 1-1 on Tyler Figueroa. Batio throws ball outside, so Cal goes 2-1. Again, Fogarty still up 3-2, or excuse me, 5-3 on Mohawk Valley. Again, this is Mohawk Valley's final game, with the Outlaws still having one tomorrow against Boonville in Boonville. So, I mean, if you don't win here and Mohawk Valley loses, you still have a chance to go clinch that playoffs tomorrow. Batio's long hold. Swung on and missed. That'll be K number 3 of the night for Chris Batios as he gets another punch out. 2 down here. That'll be James Houghton, who brought in a RBI his last time up. Excuse me, maybe 2. I cannot recall. Again, it is fan night, so thankful to all the fans that have shown out this year. Coming back after the season the Outlaws had last year. I mean, it looked very dire last year after the 9-32 season. Now, a year later, same time, the Laws have a chance to clinch the playoffs here at home tonight. So, I mean, it's a huge turnaround for this team and for Keaton Mark and Josiah Oscar, who retooled this whole team and made it into a very solid team that can compete with anybody. As Mayer takes one off the mask. And again, as I said, the fans have been, great all year. Even on the 4th of July when it downpoured, a lot of fans still wanted to come to the park, although the field was flooded. I mean, that's just, what you want to see from these Laws faithful who have stuck around even after the miserable year last year. But currently sitting 15-20-1. And a chance to clinch the playoffs tonight with a win against Amsterdam and a Mohawk Valley loss. But again, the guys are going to have to lock in as if they make the playoffs, this will be their opponents. Batio's long hold. Slider in there for ball 2, which, was called a strike earlier. Well, kind of unlucky call there for Batios, but he's going to have to work through it. Still Jimmy Stroline warming up down that bullpen. Batios swung out and missed, so slider away. Gets him to chase, so count go 2-2. It's a big pitch here from Chris Batios. With Brady Mills waiting on deck. Batios slider away in the dirt, so we're going to see Jordan Perry take off here. be in motion. Batio swung on and missed, so Batios gets out of it without giving up a run.
For the Mohawks, that's no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error.
We're back here in the bottom of the third. Guys trying to get back on track after the 4-run second inning. Saugerty's still up 3-2. Or 5-2, excuse. 5-3. Jeez. Can't even talk. Counts 0-1 to the big guy from Marist, PJ Strand. Slider high for ball 1. Oh, welcome in Cole Platt. So, count is 2-1 to PJ Strand. Cole thought he was watching the Saugerties game, but watching the Yanks play.
No, I'm watching Saugerties.
Oh wow, that honestly looks like an LV game. That's Saugerties has that high level of production. I mean, Saugerties has I believe a 4-man crew who was here the other day. They did a great job. They are the best. Production wise. Haven't gone any home games. That's strike 2, well above the letters. So another interesting call. Umpires kind of been leaning for Amsterdam. They do not need any more help. They have a total of like 10 SEC guys on the entire team. We have all mid-majors. That's popped up. I'll go into the parking lot. We'll do a 3-2 again. So again, still Saugerties 5, Amsterdam, Mohawk Valley 3. Again, need a Saugerties win here tonight. And a Laws win would mean playoffs. And, hasn't happened in 3 years. And that's strike 3 on the corner for strike 3. So 1 down here for Kyler Acker. So Fabio Marquez will step in. All right, Fabio Marquez will step in. He's strike 1. Fabio says no, but the umpire says yes. I think Fabio's right. Fabio's always right. Fabio, he was a soundboard guy the other day. He did an okay job. He just clicked random buttons and called it a day. He only did that for 2 innings. I believe we had one of the players in Mugger the other day. Fabio was saying B, which that could be anybody on the team. I thought you meant Burciaga maybe in Mugger. Mugger's been on the IL a lot this year, only appearing in about 3 or 4 games. I mean, Mugger's just been pretty much down and out all year. That's going to be a little chopper over the head of second baseman James Houghton. So, base hit for Fabio Marquez, trying to get the team going here. Saugerties just gave a base hit, so not ideal.
Walking to the plate to get you from City Bell forward, number 17,
Matt Mayer will step in, the Brockport product, as a teammate. Blake Fortunato, shortstop, played the other night, but had a few errors. Acker, high fastball, so almost clips Mayer for ball 1. Riley Hoffrichter in their game. Hoffrichter, we saw him the other night, almost blew it for Saugerties. Now he's strike 1, which, I mean, this zone has just been very questionable from the umpire tonight. Slider away. So Cal go 2-1. Acker, that's in the dirt. Fabio takes off, and Fabio showing off the wheels. Now he'll be in second with the runner in scoring position for Matt Mayer. Again, solid crowd here for the Laws tonight. Acker looking at Fabio at second. His 3-1 popped down. That not leave. As Evan Taylor drifts under and they'll be caught. So 2 down here. Now bring up Zach Rao, the country guy. So again, closely watching the Saugerties Mohawk Valley scoreboard. But I believe if Mohawk Valley wins, the Laws would need to, that's a line out to end the inning. Great swing off the bat of Zach Rao, but Laws throw up another 0 as we head to the top of the score. Still 4-2 Amsterdam. We were back here in the top of the fourth.
Leading off the top of the fourth for the Mohawks, the catcher from William and Mary, number 28, Brady Mills.
As Brady Mills, the catcher, will step in. Trying to get Amsterdam started here after the zero they throw up last inning. Still holding on to a 4-2 lead here. Saugerties just got out of the 7th inning jam. Batio's still out there. Jimmy Stroline still warming up. Swung on and missed. Fastball by Brady Mills. So count go 0-1. No British Shrimp. Nobody watches Parkour Civilization, unfortunately. I don't know what that is. Batios. Slider just missed for ball 1. I mean, umpires kind of squeezing the zone on Laws pitchers tonight. Raul Rodriguez waiting on deck. Count 1-1 to the catcher Brady Mills from William and Mary. Batio stretches, fires, fastball. Again, another one that looked like a strike, just not called anything. Slider, and that's going to go foul into the creek area. So count go 2-2 on Brady Mills. Again, Raul Rodriguez waiting on deck, the shortstop. Now my slider way in the dirt, and count go full on Brady Mills. I just looked up Andrew Lowe because he had 2 great swings. He originally played at Wake Tech Community College and then transferred to Iowa, and then transferred again to believe Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson University. So TJU, and that's going to be a liner from Brady Mills. So another leadoff hit for Amsterdam here. Gotta think the leash is short on Chris Batios. I mean, he's kind of gotten shelled here.
Number 5, Raul Rodriguez.
Batios trying to get his first out of the inning on Raul Rodriguez. Slider there for strike 1 will do just the thing. That's popped up. Play for Augie. Augie's going to make the grab, so 1 down here in the top of the 4th.
Back to the top of the order for the third baseman from North Alabama, number 31, Andrew Halal.
Andrew Halobe will step in, the North Alabama product. Halobe has had some very solid swings here. Naomi Slider, that's a late strike call. Will count go 0-1 on Andrew Halobe. Hello, formerly a Iowa Hawkeye, transferred, I thought it was Thomas Jefferson, now at North Alabama. Slider away. I mean, if he kept one of those fouls, he almost hit it all the way out into the pond. Out and left. I mean, way out and left. And then he had a rocket in the gap. Batios, slider away for strike 2. So again, another interesting strike call. Again, just hitting 8:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As Chris Batios now right back in the netting. Count remain 1-2. Batios trying to put down a very good hitter in Andrew Holob. Or Andrew Holob. Batios way outside, and that's going to be a pick off at first. So dancing was Brady Mills. He gets picked off. Still 5-3 as they head to the top of the 8th, and Saugerties. Saugerties trying to hold on. That's a liner. That's going to go out of play. Almost hit somebody, but did not. So Cal will remain 2-2 on Andrew Holob. With Taylor Bells awaiting on deck. If Holob were to reach. Batios long hold, the glove up to the face, his motion, he fires. That's going to be another great swing off the bat of Andrew Holob. So second hit of the night. I mean, Holob has swung a very hot bat. I mean, that batting average going to be through the roof heading into the playoffs. Probably Taylor Bells are now up, who had the slap down the line, which plated the 4th run of the inning for Amsterdam back in the 2nd. A slider outside to Bells up for ball 1. Holob leading off first. Batios keeps checking him. Batios fires. That's popped out. And they'll go over the office for strike 1. I mean, that game out in Sauger is going very fast. Starting the 8th, and it's only 8:30. And the game is flying by after Sauger's put up 5 in the first 2, and then Mohawk Valley scoring in the 3rd, and then putting up 2 in the 6th. That's going to go way inside. Mayer almost guns him out after the obstruction from Belza. Could have had a chance if Belza was not in the way. So Cal goes 2-1 on Belza. So Batios now down 2-1. Now a runner in scoring position for Taylor Belza. Slider does not clip the zone, so Cal will go 3-1 on Belza. With now Zach Johnson waiting on deck, who subbed for Robert Mello last inning. Batios way ahead of that one is Belza, so Cal will go full after chasing that slider down. Batios long hold. He's 3-2. Slider way outside for ball 4, and seems that he'll be done as Keaton Marks going to take a walk out of the mound. Jimmy Stroline will more than likely be in. And Jimmy Stroline will be in. So Batios, after throwing, I believe, 2 1/3, is done. I'll bring up Jimmy Stroline. We're back here at Damashki. Saugerty's now only up 1 run. Jimmy Stroline in. Stroline this year is pitched to a 4.5 ERA through 7 appearances, 18 innings, striking out 11. Again, first time seeing Stroline pitch a home in a long time. But again, starting to look a little dire out in Saugerties. With the Outlaws down 2 currently. Need Saugerties to kind of hold on here. Only up 1 in the top of the 8th. Runners on second, no outs. Laws only 2 hits tonight. I mean, a game like this, you got to be hitting the ball. And it's line right back to the netting for Stroline's first pitch. So Cal will be 0-1. On Zach Johnson. Stroline. Slider outside for ball one. Mayer trying to. He has to run on second sleeping, but does not avail. Counts 1-1 to Zach Johnson. Now will be strike two on the inner plate. He's sliding there for strike three, so Amsterdam will throw up another 0.
For Amsterdam, that's no runs on 2 hits and no errors.
As we head to the bottom of the 4, still 4-2 Amsterdam. We lead off the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Alex Venezia.
Get loud! For the first baseman from St. Joe's, number 34, Alex Venezia!
So Venezia will lead off here. So count me 1-0 to Alex Venezia. Swung on and missed. Joshua Martinez in the game here. And I'm not seeing Joshua Martinez even throw. Actually, he has a 7.5 ERA through a few 4 appearances. Oh, fastball outside for ball 2. Martinez from Stetson University. Another Division I guy. Mohawk Valley knocking on the door. That's me a little line around to left. Venezia, and that will be a diving play for Evan Taylor. So 1 down here.
Walking to the plate for the Outlaws.
Just kind of unfortunate for Venezia, who And he's starting to put put together some better at bats here as of late. So Augie Maslow stepping in. That'll be ball one. Oh, flyer out to right. Now go foul. So count is 1-1 to Augie Maslow, who's playing short tonight. High fastball, way over the head of catcher Brady Mills. And Aiden Hoffrichter gets out of it, only giving up a run. So Mohawk Valley be down to 3 outs with their season on the line. Now we ball 3 to Alex Venezia. Saugerty's trying to hold on, keep improving that record of they'll finish. If they win today, they will, I believe. Now we ball 4, so Augie Maslow draws the walk.
Turn the card to the top of the lineup for the second baseman from St. John's, number 24, Chad.
Saugerties will turn into a 24-11 team. And again, it's kind of unfortunate how many games the Outlaws have not played this year. You're supposed to play 44, and Laws have only played, and will only end up playing 38 since tonight is game 37. Really high fastball from Martinez, so counts 1-0. Chaz Wright back up for the 3rd time. He's already drawn 2 walks tonight. Chaz takes slider right down the middle for strike 1. 1 down here, Venezia at first. Should be. Oh, there is 1 out, yes. Venezia's first out. So count will be 1-1. The bats look very similar out, or helmets out there look very similar. Very different height, though. Augie around 5'6", 5'7". Alex Venezia's around 6'1", 6'2", at least. Chaz way over the head, and Augie will take second on the wild pitch, so count will go 2-1 on Chaz Wright. Martinez. That'll be ball 3 from Joshua Martinez. Again, Martinez has pitched to a 7.5 ERA. Actually, through 12 appearances, most on the entire Amsterdam team. Only 12 innings, though, so he's only been throwing an inning per appearance. That's a little chopper. Chaz potentially could beat that out. Not going to, and Mazel will have heads-up base running, and he'll move over. So productive out for Chaz Wright. But 2 down. That'll bring up the right fielder, Vincent Duffy. Duffy trying to get the Laws back in with the base hit. Umpire says Duffy went. So count 0-1 on Vincent Duffy. for the Seton Hall product. Martinez, slider in there for ball one. Martinez, a very hard thrower. Slider in there for strike two. So Duffy, well, he did swing on the first one. Although Duffy did not seem to like that call. Base hit gets you only down one against the number one overall seed. Slider away for ball two. Again, Duffy's been one of the most reliable guys, especially on the field. Martinez, Salvi fastball. Strike three, very late call. So inning will be over.
That's no runs, no hits, and no errors.
And we'll be right back.
Join me in wishing a happy birthday to Matt Schuler, who turns 13 on Tuesday. Max, happy birthday from the Outlaws.
So we are back here in the top of the fifth. It's top nine in Saugerties. Saugerties up one on Mohawk Valley.
Pinch hitting for the Amsterdam Mohawks from Seton Hall, number 32, Aiden Dill.
it got him out. Taking it home green. You're good, you're good.
Like,
Absolutely.
is it good?
You can head back here. Still time for a buck to get him to third, but they probably don't have to. Attaboy! Wow!
But that coach actually played
Heading out? Yeah. All right, well, nice seeing you.
There are a couple of rocks that you can take with you.
Keep on her going.
The second baseman from Rhode Island, number 15, James Houghton.
No, she hasn't yet. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm the one who taught her to go run in the rain during storms.
No, he's there. Missed it.
All right, which one are you picking? Can you tell Papa to buy it?
Hi. How about a high five? Can you do high fives?
Do knuckles.
Knuckles.
Can you do knuckles? Or high five? Nothing?
Get you stone. How's that? Yeah.
Where's Papa? You take those ones? Are you going to carry them or you want me to? Okay. One more.
Now pitching for your Outlaws from Texas A&M, Texarkana, number 20, Braden McNamee.
Got something in my system. She said, why you gotta take it so far? Excuse me, I'm out of rhythm. Taking pills and sleeping in a car.
And that's the final in Saugerties. The Stallions beat the Diamond Dogs 5-4.
Breathing out, or forced to breathe back in. The panic setting in. Let me out, so I can get back in. I'm freaking out again. Got something in my system. She said, why you gotta take it so far? Excuse me, I'm out of
Next to bat for the Amsterdam Mohawks, the catcher, Brady Mills.
big trouble. Right at the start.
Pinch hitting for the Mohawks from Utah, number 13, Bobby Pierce Jr.
Yeah, and they're going that ball. Really, he might not score. Face it. Hang it up. Don't do it right there. Oh! Yeah, see that?
Back to the top of the order, the third baseman for North Alabama, Andrew Halab.
I got screws in his too.
Yeah. A lot of bad, stupid baseball. Bad baseball and bad baseball.
And for Amsterdam, that's 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. And now fans, we got another big birthday shout out. It's her birthday today and she's in the ballpark. Happy birthday, Mary Dugan!
We lead off this bottom of the 5th. You know, again, I was saying, you know, it's got to be coursing through Keaton's mind now that do you save your arms for tomorrow against Boonville? I mean, down 5 against a team like this, it's pretty hard to come back. Martinez still out on the mound as that's ball 2. Martinez, slider way in the dirt for ball 3, so Keon go 3-0. Now Griff will take a trot out there and talk to Martinez. So Martinez and Griff and catcher Brady Mills are going to have a chat now on the mound. So again, I mean, it started to get close to the wire. Allen Saugerties, I mean, Long Valley almost stormed back and won the whole thing, only losing by a run after Ryan Payne ground to a double play. A little fastball right down the middle, so much needed strike for Joshua Martinez. And that'll be ball 4, so Tome on for the second time tonight. And a leadoff base runner.
Make some noise for the left fielder from Nash, number 22, P.J. Strand.
So P.J. Strand will step in, trying to, get this Laws team back in order. Only 2 hits through 4 innings of play. With Amsterdam, 7 runs, 12 hits. We'll line it right back to me pretty much, so can I go 0-1. Again, I do not know how much this puts us ahead. That'll be sliding there for strike 2. And matter of fact, Zach Rao has also the 5th lowest ERA in all of the PGCBL, so congrats to Zach as well. That slider well inside for ball 1. Now Mohawk Valley down a game, but should not matter unless the Outlaws lose 2 straight. That'll be ball 2. Now 2 runners on. This will bring up the third baseman, Fabio Marquez. Fabio stepping in. Again, now a win, any sort of win, clinches the playoffs for the Outlaws. So, I mean, Fabio's going to show bunt, but holds back. I would not bunt with Fabio in this situation. Fabio's been swinging too good of a bat to bunt here, especially when you're down 5 in the bottom of the 5th. Martinez. Fabio still showing bunt, so it'll be ball 2. It's interesting.
Coming to the plate, the catcher from SUNY Rockport, number 17, Matt Mayer.
We'll be right back after this mound visit for Martinez. So again, as I was saying, Michael Camper will come in. McNamee's only going to throw 2 1/3, which I mean he's got to save his arms for the playoffs. I mean, swung on and missed, so I'll be 0-1 on Matt Mayer, the catcher. 0-1 on Matt Mayer, the catcher. Runners on first and second. Martinez. That's going to be a little line around the left, or in the center, excuse me. You're going to see Tome fake tag. So 2 down here. With Zach Rao, the countryman, coming up.
Next up for your Outlaws, the center fielder from number 6, Zach.
Foul. So count is 0-1 to the util Zach Rao. That's going to be lined well over the clubhouse. So count go 0-2 on Zachary Rao, the O-State product. That's lifted out into left center. Evan Taylor sit under it, and that'll be 3 down. Martinez after getting at the walk and the hit.
For the Outlaws, that's no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Fans follow the Outlaws on Facebook.
We'll be right
Instagram,
back
and
as we
Twitter
head to the
at
top of the
Oneonta
6th.
Outlaws Baseball to keep up
That'll
to
be
date
Michael
on all
Camper
things
stepping on the
Outlaws.
mound. We're back here in the top of the 6th. Michael Camper on.
For the Mohawks from Delaware, number 30.
Michael Camper currently has an infinite ERA, giving up 7 runs. And, I mean, only 2 at-bats, so 5. He's walked 5, and as I was watching in warm-ups, he's a very wild pitcher. But he can throw very hard. Just gotta get the velocity, or the control there. Or else velo doesn't mean anything if you're just a wild pitcher. This will only be Michael.
Number 26, Zach Johnson.
So Zach Johnson will step in. Zach Johnson stepped in for Robert Mello at first, back in the 2nd inning. Camper fastball outside for ball 1. Camper, the second youngest player on this Outlaws team. The only one younger is Nolan Stark, who just turned 18 about 2 months ago, not even. So Stark's a very young player. That's well high, so that'll be ball 2. Eventually see if Camper can finish it. He's finished these innings. That's popped up, and that's going to go almost on the press box. So that'll go out of play, and count go 2-1 on Zach Johnson, the Alabama product. So again, count will be 2-1. Camper blows one right by Zach Johnson, so count go 2-2. Now will be strike 3, so Camper with an out. And 2 down here. Camper looking very.
From Seton Hall, number 32, Aiden Dill.
So 2 down here. That'll bring up Andrew Rizell. Excuse me, is that Andrew Rizell? I'm not sure. That is not Andrew Rizell. Sorry, Aiden Dills will step in for Andrew Rizell. That's well over. Count go 1-0. Now we strike 1 to Aiden Dill. That's right by Dill, so Camper throwing heat here in the 6th. Still 7-2 Amsterdam. So Camper will get the sign from Mayer. He comes set. He fires. It's me right to second, and he'll get him out at first. So Camper throws up a 0. So nice to see Camper get his first outing, for second outing, but first inning as a law completed. And we'll be right back after this. we are back here. Back in this bottom of the sixth game. Has been a long game so far. Only 2.5 hours through, and we're only in the bottom of the sixth. You know, I just saw Shrimp, British Shrimp, come back in. You know, what's up, back? Great to see you again. Asking me, foul. I go right into the Amsterdam dugout for strike one. Nope. He said, all hail the Shrimp. That's me a rocket for Venezia. So Venezia's had a very solid night so far. 2 hits.
Coming up next for your Outlaws, the shortstop from Houston, number 46,
Augie Maslow will step in. Again, trying to get this team going. Venezia has half the team's hits so far. Almost had 3 hits back in the high rating. That'll be foul. And this will be Bryson Trickle on the mound with a 10.24 ERA through 7 appearances. 3-0. But giving up a few runs, giving up 12 earned runs. The old chopper. That'll be foul. So Cal will go 0-2 quickly on Augie Maslow. That's old chopper. That'll go foul. So little smile from Keaton Mark as he missed that ground ball, and the dugout yelling 0. That's me a broken bat. Only going to get 1. So that'll move Venezia over to second. So a pretty productive out for Augie Maslow. Now I'll flip over. So Chaz Wright will step in. Currently 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Chaz has swung a very hot bat so far as an Outlaw. Chaz does not chase that changeup low for ball 1. Oh, that was a double play. Excuse me. I didn't even see him touch second. Excuse me. That's me a little chopper. That's going to get by. So Chaz Wright will remain hot. Another hit for Chaz as I'll bring out the right fielder, Vincent Duffy. You know, KK, I wish I was Gary Cohen. Gary Cohen will never be topped. He's the best announcer of all time, best broadcaster. A lot of love to you, though, KK. Miss you down at the Boys and Girls Club. Now be sinker low for ball 1. That's right on and by Vincent Duffy. So Keown go 1-1 on the Seton Hall product. So Trickle swung on and missed by Duffy. So Keown go 1-2. Amsterdam are trying to hold on to this and push their win total. So I believe 32 or 33. I cannot recall. They'll push it to 33 if they win tonight. 33-6-1. I mean, that is an outstanding record. That'll be a little liner, and that'll be caught. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Still
2 hits and
7-2 Mohawks.
Mohawks to left fielder.
We are back here at Damaski, finally in the 7th inning. Been a very long game so far. Currently 9:35 is the time. Still 3 innings to play, unless a mercy rule happens. With Amsterdam still up 5. Camper, that'll be flown out to right. Chaz not going to make a grab, so none of them can call it. That should be scored an error, but they're going to score that a hit. So I guess.
Fielder from St. John Fisher, number 20, Jordan Perry.
So that'll be I guess a hit. Which, I mean, that should have been caught. But just not great communication from Chaz Wright and Vincent Duffy. First 2 hitters in our order tonight. First 2 hitters normally. Haven't seen Nolan Stark in a little bit. You know, I guess he's going to take time off until the playoffs if they clinch. I mean, Nolan's been he's been playing almost every single day, so you know, he's trying to take care of his body before he goes to UNCW. Camper, a high fastball for ball 2. Again, thank you to everybody, you know, stopping by, watching. If you've been watching all year, if you just started watching today, if you've watched only a few games, you know, thank you for, you know, watching me. You know, first time ever really doing this. I mean, I did it a few times last year, but first time doing it on my own. And I just want to say thank you for watching me this year. That's ball 4, so 2 runners on here.
Pinch hitting for the Mohawks from Columbia, number 21, Chris McLaughlin.
So Chris McLaughlin was a 0 ERA and also batting .397. So, I mean, guy seems like he does it all. Seems like there's a few fans in the crowd tonight for Chris McLaughlin. Always good to see, you know, parents in the crowd for these opposing teams and our guys. Another fastball right down the middle for strike one. Somebody unplug that again. Now it's just a rocket. Right at Griff. So count is 2-2 with runners on second and third. For Chris McLaughlin, no outs. Camper, that's going to be a rocket. Great grab by Chaz Wright. I mean, for a night that has not been going well, Chaz Wright still finding a way.
Excuse me, the second baseman from Rhode Island, number 15, James Hutton.
James Hahn, the Rhode Island product, up here trying to give Amsterdam a 7-run lead with a base hit. Brady Mills waiting on deck. That'll be high fastball for ball one on James Houghton. Camper, that'll be high fastball for ball two. Camper gets Houghton to chase for strike one. Camper is wind up. Count go 3-1. Great pick from Mayer. So now let that run come across. But the count go 3-1. Still a solid crowd for the scoreboard and what time it is in 7th inning. 9:45. Still a solid crowd here. Camper throws fastball in there for strike two. So count will be full on James Houghton with Brady Mills waiting on deck. Bruce Missler warming up down in that pen. So it seems Camper will probably be done after this inning and seeing if Bruce can finish the job. That'll be ball four, so bases will be loaded
Next up for the Mohawks, the catcher from William and Mary, number 28, Brady Mills.
So Brady Mills, the catcher, can put this game completely away with a base hit. The fastball down the middle from Camper. Mills going to have a chat with head coach Griffin. Don't know what they're talking about. So that meeting's over. Counts 0-1 to catcher Brady Mills. Well, he strike two. So count is 0-2. A slider away, so count go 1-2. So Camper ahead on Mills 1-2. Fires, that'll be well high. So count go 2-2 on the catcher Brady Mills. He lined out to left, and that's going to put more runs on the board. Now it'll be a 2 RBI trip or double for the catcher Brady Mills, and that's going to be all for Michael Camper, and Bruce Missler will step in. We'll be right back. Back here at Damaski, Bruce Missler will step on, trying to finish this game. Laws down 7 now. So Mohawk Valley is going to get a bit of a, I guess, break for tonight, unless Outlaws can magically come back. So now play another. Bruce missed on the first pitch. Throws wild. Now played another. So Cal go 1-0 on Bobby Pierce Jr., who stepped in for Raul Rodriguez. Bruce slider in there for strike 1. Go over Bruce's stats here. Bruce Missler, 10.97 ERA through 10 2/3, striking out 6. So Bruce trying to lower the ERA. Only slider in there for strike 2. Well above the letters. Missler, that's hit out to center. That's at least going to score the run. That's going to give Amsterdam a 9-run lead here in the 7th. Clears the bases, though.
Back to the top of the order for the third baseman for North Alabama, number 31, Andrew Lobb.
So score is 11-2 Amsterdam. That's flown out to right. Duffy coming in. If he's going to make the grab, so Bruce gets out of it.
Fans, it's that time of the night again. The 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Leatherstocking Credit Union. Get on
We'll be
your feet,
right
protect
back.
the ball game.
Owen Baloo will step in. Or some people back home, I guess, call him oblique. So Owen's one of the first guys that's going to get pinch hit for. Owen Baloo will be the first. Baloo stepping in for Daniel Tome. And that'll be ball one. Baloo's had a very solid season so far. Baloo batting .237 as an Outlaw. Only strike one. Bryson Trickle still out on the mound. He slider away for ball two. So again, seeing the score as it is right now, the boys are going to have to win out in Boonville tomorrow. That's great swing from Baloo. Not going to be able to make the grab, so Baloo's going to have a stand-up double. Here to lead off the bottom of the seventh. Great swing from Baloo, or Oblique, some people call him. And so now, Lockwood going to step in for Strand, so we're going to hear a bit of Zeddy Will get jiggy.
Pinch hitting for your Outlaws from Grand Rapids Community College, number 4, Jack Lockwood.
So Lockwood from Grand Rapids, let me strike one. Trickle looking at Baloo at second. Swung on and missed. So Cal go 0-2. Trickle, it'll be ball one. I didn't even get to announce because yesterday LeBron James signed to the Philadelphia 76ers. They're got to be a heavy favorite. Has to be a little base. Not right to second, but will not be a base hit. So, you know, what am I talking about? I'm tired. I've had a long day. I went to the water park for my 4-year-old sister's birthday. And, you know, had a blast there and then came straight here. So, I mean, I'm very tired. But, you know, not tired enough to watch the Laws, though. Laws, you know, they've got a lot of my attention watching these guys tonight, especially the playoff implications. Fabio, that's me, chopper down the line, so that's going to plate one. And Fabio with an RBI single makes it 11-3. This will bring in Caden Kraus.
Pinch hitting for your Outlaws from Swinning Cobblescale, number 48, Caden Krause.
So Kraus will be another guy he's gonna step in for Matt Mayer. So I wonder who's gonna catch. It's home now out of the game. Maybe Fabio is gonna put on the gear, or Duffy. Duffy could put on the gear. Kraus has not been playing a lot. Kraus, I believe he's batting in the lower twos. Correct, he's batting .219 as count goes 1-0 on Caden Kraus, the Cobblescale product. He started off very hot, batting in the 400 area, and then has completely taken a nosedive. That should be a double play ball. Will be, and double play ends the inning. Laws plate one as we head to the top of the eighth. Now 11-3 Amsterdam. We're here in the top of the 8th. Anthony DeCesare. Bruce Missler still out on the mound with the entire Laws team in the dugout. So seems Bruce, if he keeps getting knocked around, is just going to have to wear it tonight. That's going to be fouled out of play. He's going to stay in. So Cal go 0-2 to Anthony DeCesare. Becoming the extra hitter for Taylor Belza. That's going to be a little float around center. Rao going to grab it, so one down here. One down here in the top of the 8th.
Baseman from Alabama, number 26, Zach Johnson.
Zach Johnson from Alabama will step in. Earlier replaced Robert Mello back in the 2nd. Currently 10:01 p.m. Now we ball 1 as Bruce skips one in the dirt. Missler fastball fouled off by Johnson for strike 1. Missler slider, and that's popped up. Duffy with a great grab, so 2 down here. Great running grab by Vincent Duffy, who just put on the gear in replacement of Matt Mayer.
Now to swing for the Mohawks from Seton Hall, number 32, Aiden Dill.
Aiden Dill, who also stepped in for Andrew Zell earlier. Missler, a little chopper to second, and 3 up, 3 down for Bruce Missler.
For Amsterdam, no runs, no hits, and no
We'll be
errors.
right back because we have the bottom of the 8th, still 11-3 Amsterdam. back here in the bottom of the 8th. Kai Ching Eng will be in 1.72 ERA. No, I was looking at this the other day. Kai has currently 15 2/3, 15 or 14 runs given up, but only 3 earned and 11 walks. It's very questionable what, I guess he comes in when runners are on base and he just lets him go. His count go 1-0 on Zachary Rao. Swung on and missed. Count go 1-1. And the center fielder, Zach Rao. Slider low for ball 2. That's going to be foul right back in the netting for strike 2 on Zach Rao. With Alex Venezia waiting on deck, and then Blake Fortunato, who I'm believing will step in for Augie Maslow. That'll be sinker high for ball 3, so Cal will go full on Zach Rao. That's popped up right to short. He'll make the grab, so 1 down here. Now bring up Alex Venezia.
The first baseman from St. Joe's. Put your hands together for number 34, Alex Venezia.
So that'll be ball 1 to Alex Venezia. Venezia's had a very solid game, going 2 for 3 with a pair of hits, so. And shot out to center. Now he caught the center field wall, so Venezia's made a lot of great contact tonight. Just 2 of those just been robbed of hits.
Incident for your Outlaws from SUNY Brockport, number 7, Blake Fortunato.
So Fortunato will step in for Augie Maslow. So Blake Fortunato will step in. That's going to be off the end of the bat. He'll be out at first, so 1, 2, 3 for Kai Chang
No
N.
runs, no hits, and no errors as we head to the 9th.
We'll be right back as we are in the 9th in Damascus. Here in the 9th, Mohawks up 11-3 on the Outlaws.
Leading off the 9th inning for the
So
Amsterdam
unless
Mohawks
the
from
miracle
Alabama, number 3,
happens, the
Evan
Laws
Taylor.
are going to fall 15-21-1 with biggest game of the year tomorrow. And having to go out to Boonville and play them. Boonville currently on a 19-game losing streak. So, Boonville trying to, end the year right on a win. And against the Outlaws team, they've had a bit of rivalry in the past. So Cal go 1-1 on Evan Taylor. Again, this will be the last stream of the year. That's popped up, so should be payable for. That's going to be an error on Fortunato and I believe Caden Kraus. Yeah, that is Kraus out there, so an error.
The right fielder from St. John Fisher, number 20, Jordan Perry.
That'll be slider low for ball one. Missler, and that shot out into right Lockwood. That's going to split the gap. So that's going to plate another run. So it'll be an RBI triple. So the score will be 12-3 now.
From Columbia, the designated hitter, number 21, Chris McLaughlin.
Chris McLaughlin will step in. That shot out on the left, and Kraus not going to be able to make the grab. Now the Laws defense is getting sloppy, letting that ball just fall.
The second baseman from the University of Rhode Island, number 15, James Houghton.
So this is a sad way to end the Laws homestand this year. Missler doing his job out there. I mean, he's been throwing strikes. He's not walking anybody. I mean, that should be 2 down here. Only 1 run given up. Instead, you have 2-run score, a run on first, and no outs. I mean, Bruce has just done his job. 5 errors tonight. I mean, if the Laws make the playoffs, that cannot happen against a team like Amsterdam. Can't happen. I mean, Kane Kraus has not played in the field like at all this year. This count goes 2-1. On James Houghton, the Rhode Island product. That shot out in the left, not going to be able to make a play. So Cal go 2-2 on James Houghton. That's going to be another foul ball right into the parking lot. the silence here is pretty loud. Ball 3, so count goes full. With Brady Mills waiting on deck. So, again, another error. I mean, this team is just falling apart here.
The catcher from William and Mary, number 28, Brady Mills.
So, still not a single out. Law's defense just completely just dreadful tonight. That one I can't even say, you know, Messers was right to Bruce, and Bruce just threw it sailing into the outfield. That shot out to left. Pacing Krause back. That ball is at the fence. So score will be 15-3. So now Bruce is just wearing it.
The shortstop from Utah, number 13, Bobby Pierce Jr.
15-3. I mean, Laws were up 2-0 at a point in this game. They're up 2-0. Back in the first after 2 errors for Amsterdam, and now Bruce is just getting knocked around here. And fastball high for ball 1. Still 0 outs here. The fastball down the middle for strike 1. There's a bat that just landed out in front of Pierce. So Cal go 1 and 2. So again, Amsterdam, you know, giving it to the Outlaws tonight. Now we high for ball 2. I mean, again, if the Laws can win tomorrow, this is who they'll be playing. I mean, if you're keen looking at this, it's not a great sign. You've not beat Amsterdam all year. Now in the final home game against them, you're losing by 12. Bruce, that's going to be fouled out. So we'll do a 3-2 again. Vibes were sky high coming in today. And vibes are still there because Laws have a potential to clinch, and now will move the runner to third. Now runners will be on the corners with no down.
Back to the top of the order from the third baseman from North Alabama, number 31, Andrew Halab.
Andrew Halab, who's almost hit 1 or 2 homers. Dave Denton going down to the pen. I mean, at this point, it's kind of just unreasonable to throw Dave Denton here. Messer does fastball right down the middle. So yeah, it seems Dave Denton's going to take the trot down there. I mean, I just don't understand that. An arm like Dave Denton who could throw Monday if you make the playoffs. That shot out to left. Krause will make the grab, so score will be 16-3. So now Amsterdam up 13.
The extra hitter from Delaware, number 30, Anthony DeCesare.
So runners on first, Anthony DeCesare. Or DeCesare, excuse me. Missler. Well, shot. Should be a double play if they can hurry it up. Almost another error. But 2 down here. Another bob on the...
The first baseman from Alabama, number 26, Zach Johnson.
So 2 down here finally. Missler throws ball. Now go. He'll make the throw and gets out of it. So Laws are going to have a miracle. We're down 13. We'll be right back. We're here in the bottom of the ninth. Laws are down 13. So this game is pretty much over.
From St. John's, number 24, Chaz Wright.
So Chaz Wright will lead off here against Kai Chang-en. Now we ball 1. Change up outside for strike 1. So Laws are going to have to win tomorrow if they want to make the playoffs. So Cal go 1 and 2 on Chaz Wright, the second baseman. He has put together a very well-rounded season. Now we strike 3, so Kai Chang-en with a punch out here in the 9th.
The right fielder from Seton Hall. Clap it up for number 10, Vincent Duffy.
Duffy will step in. I'll be fast forward down the middle for strike 1. So again, the Laws will be at home tomorrow around 6:30, 6:45 against Boonville. Not at home, excuse me, on the road. For the final game of the year, unless the Laws win, they'll get another game. At least against Amsterdam Monday. again, well, this is it for this year. Thank you guys all for tuning in. You know, I've had a blast this year doing this. You know, I'd love to be back next year. Now we foul off by Duffy. Hopefully I'll be back this next May, June, July. Trying to keep giving myself opportunities to showcase what I can do. It's Kai Ching in. Swung on and missed, so 2 punch outs for and 2 down. Laws down there, final out at home this year.
The designated hitter from Long Island University, number 47, Owen Baloo.
No, really thinking about this, if Mohawk Valley had won their game, this would have been one of the worst send-offs of the year. Seeing the Laws lose like this, you know, would have been a brutal way to eliminate the Laws from the playoffs. But at least the guys will have a chance tomorrow. And that's foul off. The Laws are down their final strike at home in the 2026 season. Now will be ball 1. So Bally trying to keep the home stand alive. Laws would need to play 13 runs with 1 out. That will do it as Amsterdam wins 16-3. Again, thank you guys for all tuning in this year. Every single one of you, I appreciate. Anybody that had watched me this year.
This concludes the Outlaws 2026.
So again, thank you. I'm grateful for everybody that watched, gave me compliments during this whole thing. We'll be back for the 2027 season. We'll be back and better here at home. The last time, Mikey Quagg.